So I'll go ahead and do the thing because I wrote a lot of notes. Yeah, there's that music. Episode 5, the castle. Ugh. So first thing happens, we identify the chime that we found as a chime of opening. Canis finds a nice axe in a stump, and he can't pull it out, and then Oordem can't pull it out, and then Vera can't pull it out, so it must be cursed to live in this stump forever. We have a quick discussion about the crown that we found and pulled out from the lake. We also discussed the poem and the plaque on the gate, and just sort of like putting all these things together. The southwest tower has a plaque that says Envy, and there's a lion in it. The counterpart is named Wrath. Nima and Garret went over to talk to the, or primarily Garret went over to talk to the to Envy. Suggests that their mistress is gone. Mistress is Zablina, Zabilna. Joey's gonna make me call it Zablina a couple of times because of her last game. Envy asks for the crown, but Garret thinks this belongs to Wrath, so he doesn't give it to the thing. They're sort of the guardians of the castle, or at least the courtyard. And so, Garret was not comfortable with giving that crown to thing after we found the poem. Vera found out the poem was deciphered it to be Wrath. Wrath was the answer to the puzzle poem. Anyway, continuing on, Canis is looking around just the courtyard, sees a marble fountain with the overflowing with unmoving water that's been frozen in time. We find that the main door of the castle has an ornament with a heart on it, and the other doors that we can see do not have any ornaments. Garret takes a look around the rose garden in the courtyard and finds a statue of a satyr blowing a pipe. He takes 5 roses of all different colors, black, blue, red, green, and white. Maybe they'll be important later. Nima and Canis investigate another tower on the east side. There's a heart in this tower. Golem sort of heart. Same with the golem lion. They are called Wrath, and Nima converses with it. Garret heads in to talk to Wrath, but leaves the crown for Canis to give it to Wrath because, maybe it's a bomb or something.
We're playing past the crown to a lot of people.
Yes.
So true.
It plops it onto, or gives it to Wrath, plops in the head, and the heart door, the main one on outside, opens. We pretty much look around the basic inner rooms of the first ones that we come to, a hallway going into another room with balconies overlooking this big sort of, I guess, an antechamber of a building in the middle that is sort of suspended over this sort of storm vortex that is underneath, obviously feywild magic. But we can spot a couple things. Cleric is sitting in a chair in one of those rooms, and a war duke stands next to him. Nima seems to know these two and wants to kill at least one of them. So we have a little heart-to-heart with him, or with them, and find out what's going on with that. I had to step away for a bit, but everybody else made their way to the next door from the outside, which had a room with a carriage in it. There's been a discussion in there, but then we went to a hallway with signs that said, "Take a rose." Garret didn't take a rose and got beat up, so everybody then took a rose so they wouldn't get beat up.
Yeah, that shit sucked.
Yeah. We took a look at the first room here, and it was sort of this round, sort of seemingly like torture chamber, with cages suspended over this weird goo liquid, either acidic or even just non-breathable, and somebody standing frozen over at the levers. A couple of us go in. It turns out the dude standing near the levers is not actually frozen, and turns into gas and heads up into the next floor above. Everybody else, though, in the cages is frozen. So we quickly head upstairs. We look out the balcony and we see a man was frozen in the last position where he was sort of either thrown or exploded through a wall and is suspended over the big vortex. If time returns, he will probably fall to his something. We don't know if it'll be his death or wherever it goes into the vortex. Nima recognizes this man as their captain, part of their team. We head upstairs to try to find the person who turned into gas. We found several guest rooms with people in there that were frozen, but nothing of note. We find a room with 3 jars, and visions sort of show a young woman to an older woman to a hag in the subsequent jars. And we believe that Zybilna is the one in the middle. Talking to Nima, turns out they had a party of 6, including them. The captain and possibly some other people, as we have learned, seen some other people as we go along, are also frozen here. We find a bedroom with creatures that are the bodies of lions, the torso of a woman and a man. Turns out they're siblings. They are very creepy. There's a chess set in the corner that was apparently owned by Mordenkainen. And they're the Lionels, I believe they're called.
Lamia?
Lamia, sorry, that's what I'm thinking of, the Zelda version. The Lamia, their mistress Igwil, don't know where she is, or they are. But they do know that the brass frogs, all 4 of them, are in a ballroom just about below where they are. I wrote down Cleric, man of money. Not sure what that means, but I wrote it down. We find some stuff. We after having a bit of discussion about the chess set, we believe that Zybilna, Igwilf, and maybe Natasha are all the same person. We head down to the ballroom. We hear growling from presumably the dragon thingy that sort of flew in the episode pre.
You guys found out his name is the Jabberwock.
It is the Jabberwock. I did write that down later. It is the Jabberwock. But we also see 2 frozen figures, 4 brass frogs, the woman in armor and a woman in white. There's a woman in armor and a white cape, and there's an older woman with a quarterstaff, identified as Mercia. The other woman is quite likely Igwilf, Zybilna, Natasha, what have you. I wrote a lot of notes. We did a lot of things. We make our way to a library with a non-frozen man in it. Turns out the library is in an extra-dimensional plane, so it was sort of isolated from what happened. This person in here, this librarian or whatnot, identified the Jabberwock, identifies this as Zybilna's personal library, and that the Jabberwock is the lady's protector. Guess didn't do a good job of that. Talking to this man, the librarian, there is apparently a way to unfreeze Zybilna. There's a creature in the castle that's a Quasit that steals everything, and this hoard contains something that could be helpful to free the queen, a unicorn horn. So if we touch the horn to the frozen person and say their name, they will unfreeze, apparently. The Quasit's in the upper levels.
Of them.
We have 3. Wrote down a note that the chromatic flowers that Garret found are either explode or grant resistance. I guess the librarian identified them. So he told us the chess set was from Mordenkainen. So our options at this point are to find the Quasit or destroy the cauldron. But if we do this latter, it will be Zybilna and not Natasha. So we have to go and find the Quasit staff. Wriggle Run is its name. So, getting down to the end here, we eventually make our way to another entrance in the front of the castle. There's a bunch of goblins that were doing chores, frozen in place, and we find a flat person. Flat Stanley was not his name, but I'm going to call him that. Basically...
Thinnings, I think his name is?
Thinnings, yeah.
Thinnings, yes. So, Thinnings pretty much very kind of scared of us, but we managed to convince him that we're not here to be harmful. He's gonna basically take us up to the chest. Take us up to Wriggle Run, and he also mentions chest in the vault. We will get the password. Rumor is you don't want to go too deep in the vault, so just a couple of information that we got. And then we climb the beanstalk to the Giant's Tower, or just the tower. We find a chest with an ornamental frog on it. The frog turns into Quasit Igric. We convince him to give us the stone. He gives us some boots and a unicorn. He gives us a unicorn horn and then some boots and a stone that we identify as magic items. If we want to get into the vault, we use the password Natasha, and there's possibly a weapon in the vault. And that's where we ended.
Wonder how long that took?
It's a good 3 or 4 hour game.
No, about 10 minutes. Can you explain all
That's
that?
what I've been finding, because we've been... You might want to put a, hey, skip past what we did last time here in the videos. But
Timestamp.
that's what I wrote down.
Okay. I think we left off in the. My bad, one second.
I think we took some time to identify the items,
Yeah,
and
we
we're taking
were-
maybe a short rest in that
Yeah.
goblin's room.
Yeah, we're short resting here in Thinning's chambers.
Canis got a pair of wing boots. But, Jess, since you weren't here, you think as a magic caster, wing boots be useful? I can hand them over to you.
Oh, you got them, Joey. It's fine. I wasn't there.
Okay. Good, because I've already broken them in.
They wouldn't fit my big old feet.
How many toes do you think Githyanki have? Is it some weird thing like 3 or something like that?
No.
Like a little frog.
Look
legs,
up
little
Gith.
spindly.
Let me look up Githyanki feet.
Well, be very careful. Be
Yes.
very, very careful.
Lazelle's Githyanki feet.
That'd be okay.
Yeah, nothing weird.
I forget. I think we gave the Iron Stone to Nima, and we learned, at least the players learned, that they are a monk. Are they multi-classed? We don't know.
We didn't level up, right? Still level 5.
Yeah, you guys are holding on to a 6th level, right? Or was it the 5th level?
We were
No,
holding
we're
on to level
our
5.
fifth. Yeah.
Yeah, we basically
Yeah,
leveled
we're
up.
still. We're
didn't
still.
No,
take,
guys, it was totally level 6.
I mean, it'd be fine if
If
it
we had to
was.
fight that
No, no,
Jabberwock, I'd rather be level whatever. 7 or
12.
8. Yeah.
Get your backup characters ready.
Trust me, got mine.
All right. Yeah, you guys finish up resting. You divvy out the items. You figure out what's what. All right, with the recap in hand, what do you guys just planning to do from here? And hold on. I think I wanted to correct the recap. I think you said. Did you say that if you destroy the cauldron, you get Zabilna?
I
If we
think I wrote
destroy
down
the
if we...
cauldron,
Go ahead.
we'll get one back, but
Not
there's no
Natasha.
telling which one it'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well, I
unicorn will
remember the
like.
person said it's random which one you'll
No, they said it won't be Natasha. That's for sure.
get. Oh,
Yes, that's at least what I remember. I may have wrote down specifically intro, but it will be. It's
Yeah.
the bad end.
It is not good for anyone. It was heavily implied. It's an option, but it's
Yeah.
in
We knew
your
about
tab.
in the unicorn horn is in the vault. Is that what
You
we
guys
heard?
have the unicorn horn.
Oh, we do?
Yeah,
We got it from
the same
the
chest
Quasar.
as the boots.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought I said the horn was in the vault. Okay.
Yeah,
No, we got the horn, which means we just have to get back to the room over up top.
we were discussing whether we wanted to just go that place where we touch the horn to the person and shout their name, as if that's not weird, or if we wanted to find the weapon to be able to fight things.
Bear in mind, it's implied if somebody's frozen, you put the horn to them. Doesn't matter who it is, and say their name, they'll come to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Quick thought. Is Thinnings with us?
No, he was upstairs tending to that room.
Okay. Probably should have asked what these goblins' names are. Do they have name tags on their uniform? Maybe we can unfreeze them.
They do not know.
Oh, they're goblins. They're probably named Glipton, Glooped, and Glopped, and Gleek.
I mean,
true. Sorry, I had to.
Yep, I gotcha. Well,
If we have to get by
Or
that
anybody.
Jabberwock, I'd rather have that weapon Thinnings was talking about.
I don't suppose. Oh, isn't the Jabberwock supposed to protect the lady anyway? I mean, that's what we're trying to do. So, if it's a creature that may speak compared to the tigers, probably won't even attack us.
Can I use my knowledge of dragons to see if I would know if this thing is like human level intelligence or just like a creature? Or if I would even know that.
This thing you've not seen before. I don't know if anybody. I guess he did say it was a mutated dragon, so it's going to alter anything you really do know.
Hmm.
You do know it's likely smart enough to at least understand its queen.
If I know a dragon's
Probably.
loyalty, then it will protect her to the death.
And it doesn't know if we're gonna go there to help her or not.
The answer really just sounds like don't get caught.
I mean,
Agreed.
Zabilda and Marsha.
Just-
By the way, I
They
am
were
saying.
within. Go ahead.
By the way, I'm saying this with my wing boots upside down, just so you get the visual.
But if any case, I do ask one favor.
Yes.
If we do have the unicorn horn, can we make sure my captain doesn't fall to his death? Just like a
Yes.
quick jump out there, you know?
Oh, that is a good
Well-
point. We can free them.
Well,
I don't want to ask any favors, but
Well,
Garret, you
look-
do have wings.
yeah. Vera looks at Canis and like looks at his boots. I think.
Yeah, I know the
Probably
boots,
stronger.
obviously, but like still, either one of you. I just kind of wanted to see if Garret could hold us up. It's okay.
I have weak
Hold the door
them.
going.
They're very hollow, trying to carry others.
Well, you don't
okay,
need to
it's
carry him if he's floating about, don't you? You just need to
It's
give him a
different.
push.
Yeah, but what if he falls?
It was a joke.
That's
I'm not
true,
gonna have the
you
I'm not gonna have the caster hold us up.
Well,
Wait,
this
wait,
lasso
wait, wait,
some-
What do you
Well-
mean
lasso.
by that?
Well, I can,
Vera like grabs one of Garrett's wings and like folds it up, like lifts it. Like
I can grab the man, bring him back here, and then we can use the unicorn
Yes.
horn on it.
Simple enough. Or well,
It's
if he's frozen in
also-
time, he's not gonna move.
It's also if we unfreeze Zabilna,
Yes, but if we unfreeze
it will not.
Zelna-
It will not unfreeze everything. If we destroy the cauldron, then it will unfreeze everything, and that's the bad thing.
Less
Yes,
talking, more doing, and I shall open up this door.
Vortex.
Oh yes, the vortex.
Just don't fall.
I hope these.
Reconnaissance, plan of attack, Canis. We're going over this. We talked about this.
I shall click my heels together.
We can just go. God, we can just
Sure.
go around. Okay, let me just.
Garret, do you wish to help me? I'm new to
But,
flying. I don't
I
want to
don't
run
see
into
why
a
not.
wall.
Well, your flying and my flying is going to be significantly different because I don't think you can flap those wings on your feet. But
Ooh,
I
watch
got you.
this. And this gives me a fly speed, right? So I can just
Yeah.
yeah.
Before you head
Ooh,
off,
how
I
very cool. Hey, Garret
Before you head off,
seemed very unimpressed.
I'll smack.
I like fold my arms like
Canis'
Magneto and I kind of rise up.
What were you saying, Mark?
I'll smack Canis before he goes, just to give him guidance for the next minute if he can get over there in time.
Right. Here I go.
Without a resistance, take the guidance.
I shall rise up and very clumsily start flying over to where Strongheart was. He was a level below.
He's
here.
actually up higher. Yeah, he's about 30 feet up
Okay.
on top of whatever. As long as you're not. You're not. There's no way you could be louder than the maelstrom. So, go ahead and give me. Give me 1 second.
And I'll be assisting him.
How many are? So you're going with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me how many? Figure out how many turns it takes to get over there.
Well,
Squares are 10 feet by 10 feet, just a FYI.
how in like one story would be 30 feet.
You just have to go 30 feet up to him from here.
Yeah.
Takes about 11 squares to get where you are right now from the balcony. So
yeah, if I dash.
Yeah.
So I don't know, 2 turns maximum.
Okay, go ahead and roll me, both you guys, whoever's going to help Strongheart, go ahead and roll me dex saves. It's not for the flight. It's not for the flight.
Plus guidance is +4, or
guidance will
1d4.
not be for the saving throw. Unfortunately, I can give you resistance.
15.
That'll be a 9.
Okay.
If I can get close to these these debris, maybe I can use it to like steady myself.
As you guys fly through the air, the maelstrom itself kind of just, you can feel your feathers kind of stand on edge. Garret and Canis, you can feel your stringy hairs as well. And just for a moment, lightning kind of trickles through the clouds in your direction, Garret, and you kind of dodge just in time for it to hit Garret. And Garret, you're gonna take 6 damage from the lightning.
Since I'm like hovering, I can like maneuver out of the way quicker than he can flying.
He's managed. It's just your armor attracted it, and you just dodged it. But on your next, now that you guys are aware of it, you can make it with advantage this time.
$19.
I'll do one more, Kasey.
Oh, wait, did you not hear me?
No, I did not.
I said 18.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, you guys are flying with purpose, and before you see the lightning, you can get close enough to the tower itself, and it grounds whatever lightning strikes come your way. You quick push off towards Strongheart, grab him, and as you grab him, it's kind of like anti-gravity. He doesn't pose any resistance. So you guys pull him, he's just floating there. And as you bringing him back, we're gonna say either using him or using the walls, you avoid the lightning and get back to this. You get back to here.
Have we seen a picture of him yet?
It's in references. It is the gentleman with. Here, I'll just repost.
Oh, I see it. I was going to put it on my screen.
Looks like he'd be Mars, or no, I'm sorry, Eros. Greek mythology. Roman mythology. Either way. So I mentioned the whole time while we're waiting that back here, I'm like, so you think they're gonna make it back all right?
I
Just
hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure if this is just my experience, but someone's eating at me.
what do you mean? Something about your captain or something about the situation?
It's just,
Why is everybody here?
yeah, I'm trying to get that. I still have very little context in who these people are and what's going on.
Hopefully they'll get back and we can just ask the captain. Do you know the captain's full name?
I do.
That's good. Okay.
We talked enough.
Good.
Yeah, let
What
me
this may
get
be
settled on
fake.
my feet. Unless he was lying to me, then this is about to look real embarrassing.
That would be real fucking funny.
Oh,
Great.
Hope his name was like Hubert or something.
Jeff.
Jeff Strongheart. Steve Strongheart.
Roll Bob.
There they are. See them coming.
This guy's land. They have Strongheart and tough.
Guess which one of us got hit by lightning?
Your armor.
Do you?
Yes, but I was quick enough to dodge out of the way.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Don't worry.
Garret will
Does
remember
Garret just
this.
look like Daffy Duck after he's been hit by like gunfire?
Absolutely.
But I will. It's probably in a weird position, but I will attempt to stand strong heart up, but then he'll probably fall to the ground. And I go, "Oops."
Yeah, he's not. He's like halfway. Okay, that's just. That's the horn.
Maybe just
Yeah.
It's
tip
okay.
the bed.
It's okay. You can't feel anything. Yeah, I'll place him on the bed.
Okay, let's. Hopefully, this will work.
Vera, stop repositioning all the goblins.
Let's see if
Goblins,
this-
It's not funny.
See if this story of magical unicorn horn holds any truth.
Yeah, it's.
It's a very powerful item. I don't understand why it wouldn't. Seems like a
Unicorns are like mythological, right?
very pure beast.
Legendary, powerful creatures.
Indeed.
I'll trust that this works. I will, or I don't know who has it, but do it.
You just say strong heart.
Do I would know his full name, right?
He's not told you anything other than strong heart.
He's not gonna fall.
Give it a shot.
I give it a shot.
You press this to him, and as you say strong heart, the sword and shield that are attached to his arms kind of fall down, and he kind of loosens up into the bed, and he's ow.
Oh, that worked.
And he drops his shield and sword to the ground.
Captain, you good?
How did you get here?
I story for another day. I thought you all died. Oh my god.
You can get off me.
That's okay. Come on, you look like you took a beating.
I was mid-battle with Alec and the War Duke, just trying to offer up the War Duke a means to join us. He wasn't fond of the offer.
It's
Blasted me right through a wall with the horn.
horn?
Oh, he's like got a scorch mark on his chest. Not like a scorch mark, but like his breastplate's definitely dented.
Do you require any healing?
I'll be all right.
Taking worse hits.
Where's everyone else?
Working on it.
You're the last person I expected to see, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you'd think drowning would take me out, but no.
What happened to your hand?
Goose chase. Looks back. Working on it.
What happened to all your hands?
No.
He like slowly moves across the bed to reach for his sword.
No, they helped me out.
I literally
people.
flew into a vortex to save your life. If you reach for that sword, I'll make sure you won't be able to see the light of another day.
Garret.
Wow.
Please.
He is very stressed out.
I'm very stressed out because I just got zapped by fucking lightning.
Garret, keep your mind on the focus on the prize, the books.
Oh yeah, true. That is a good idea. Thank you, Oordem.
Yeah, I know what you
Sorry
like.
about them. The variety of characters. But they helped me get through here.
Very unique.
We're in the feywild. Everything's unique.
How did you bring me back?
Unicorn horn. If you ask me to explain, don't. I don't understand. It just works.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. That's all. With unicorn horn and your name.
It just works. For now, rest here. I just wanted to make sure you wouldn't fall to your death. You're going to fix the problem.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Right. Thank you.
And then we'll talk after.
Yeah, we go to kill. We
The
go to kill
Jabberwock,
Ellie,
yes.
right?
We're not killing a Jabberwock. We're just going to release Tosh Ziv, not whatever.
The Vilna.
Are you crazy? She's
Yes.
a witch.
That's not. Apparently, they need her for some. So I think she'll be in our debt for helping her out.
And we're here for Cleric and his men.
I'm sure that Zybilna, Natasha, Big Wolf, whatever her name may be at this point, can help you deal with them. I imagine they are home invaders anyway. She wouldn't take too kindly to that.
Yes, I'm fairly certain the Jabberwock could probably do a number on them.
Which is why we're after a powerful weapon located in the vaults. We believe we have a way to access it.
If we just help her out, she might just give it.
There's a dragon in between us and her.
Just don't get caught. Give it to me. I can hide.
I honestly think that she was between us and the dragon.
That's true, yeah.
She was only about 60 feet in the room. If we
The
made a
dragon's
dash.
like the dragon was kind of like around the dais, and
okay.
her and what's her name? Sorry, Mercian were on the dais itself.
Yes, we've found one of your companions other than Nima here, Mercia.
Oh,
She appeared to be
thank
with
God.
Frozen as well. But
Professor,
okay, from what we
we're
can
probably
tell.
spread across the entire castle here. But to get Natasha out, she sounds powerful. She probably is powerful.
Maybe she can revert all this. Get us
Exactly.
back. Get us back to Taldore.
I hope so. I'm really tired of this planar adventure. I want to go back home. Hope I don't get dragged into anything else.
A quick thought before we head into making that decision. Before we go in,
Yes.
he points to his eye. Feel this could be helpful if we need to see what's in the room, clairvoyance, whatnot. Can basically see what's in there before we even head in there, if we feel that is necessary.
Which room?
It would be the Jabberwock room, basically. Basically, seeing what's going in, where the safest thing to go in was, whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm not casting it. I'm just saying that is an option we have because of the Eldritch Eye charm.
Well, so we are waking up the witch, and then we're hoping she helps us.
Mercia was right. What exactly were you doing here for the witch? Were you going to attack her, or
We followed the League of Malevolence. Cleric and his men were here, and when we got here, we were ambushed and betrayed by. I don't even know his name anymore.
looks over at Nima?
Trade?
What happened? He seems confused.
Memory magic?
Or just getting blasted out and then thrown into time for who knows how long.
Zargash!
Zargash.
That's his name. That cursed priest. He seems like concussed, that's why.
Concussions will do that. Trust me, I remember my mentor.
Hey, what did this Zargash look like? Because we found another unfrozen individual in another room.
Think real hard. I imagine maybe Nima would know as well. If
Do
they
I
were
know
part of the
Zargash?
same group.
Zargash is the gentleman that he begins to describe him. He doesn't describe the holy symbol, but the gentleman who turned to mist.
Oh, the one from the. Yeah, he's I guess he's still here somewhere.
He betrayed us all.
Well, he ran from us, so.
Tell me, does the name Vecna mean anything to you?
Why do you have to say it?
What is a Vecna?
No, not at all.
It's a very bad man who I believe this Sargash joined forces with. We found his holy holy symbol bore his markings.
So is this Vecna like a god?
Yes.
Oh yes. We believe
Huh.
Zybilna can help us to fight him. We were sent by acquaintances of hers.
And what do you all have that will make her want to help you?
A note from an old friend who is apparently on good terms with her.
Do we have a note? I forget.
Well, oral note.
Yeah.
Lady Illustrial Silverhand told us to go find her.
Yes,
Or
that.
Find Natasha.
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 The Feywild
Same thing.
is a weird place.
Since we know her true name, I think that'll get her to believe us. Our story holds true.
Alright, well, I don't believe any of you exist, so we might as well get moving.
Oh yes, it's all an illusion. We're not really here.
Just turn him back to stone. To be fair.
Let's turn people back to being frozen if we touch them.
I mean, he did mention that that's how he was turned to stone in the first place, so.
Let's go. I want to get this over with.
Fine.
Does anybody know any teleportation spells?
We
Not
could
right
walk.
now, but
Hmm.
in the future, hopefully.
It's just like a minor walk. Don't worry about it.
I mean, so we can get around the Jabberwock.
Oh,
You guys can. Which way you guys plan on going in?
I was gonna make the long way around and just head
Well,
back through here, back
skip
through
time
the.
and
Yeah,
there's-
traverse known territory and tell about
Yeah,
the
I'm just gonna.
Walking montage.
Hey.
even more
Yeah.
rough. We had
So,
a montage.
as far as you guys know, this is the only way you saw in
Yeah.
without
the way I would know.
exploring more.
About the entire way, I'm just going, what about the weapon?
Well, not. We will. If you want it, we can ask for it. I don't want to fight a dragon.
It's not a dragon, it's an abomination of a dragon.
It. Will it kill me?
Not if we had a powerful weapon.
And just. This is a lot simpler than fighting it.
Please don't forget that we're here for a reason.
Look,
The reason
two
is
minutes.
not to get the weapon.
2 minutes in and out.
Focus. One thing at a time. And
Hand,
we'll go from there.
hand me the horn. I will stealth in. I will I will do the horn thing, and then we're free.
Good luck.
When you're ready to do it, I'll give you guidance.
Yes, please.
So that's at the ready when Nima's ready to go in and
So Nima is going in, and you're gonna try to tap the woman with the horn.
Yes, and
Right,
yell.
right.
Which name is specific?
Which name is you yelling?
we identified what she looked like. Which did it match the image in the cult or in the jars?
What do you mean?
Well, we saw three jars. We've identified one of the people as Zybilna, and I
Yeah.
wanted to say if it matches that, we'd probably try Zybilna.
It's hard. She looks like Zybilna.
But apparently she has also a lot of other names.
Correct. So what name are you gonna say when you touch her? That's what
This is
I
Zybilna's
would-
house.
I would say you guys
/
discuss it.
Right.
Yes, but we were looking for a Natasha.
So how
We
about I
originally
use...
came here for Natasha. That's
But-
why we were tasked to come here in the first
Yes, and we
place.
know
So
that they are the same person. Perhaps she was once Natasha, now Zybilna. Once Igwilv, now Zybilna.
but all I'm saying, we were here to get Natasha. So Natasha, would I vote? Because, well, to be honest, I kind of have a something writing on this, so I
Books?
prefer it actually.
All I know is
No,
that the
not
Natasha
quite.
appeared. Oh, sorry. Good.
Oh no, I was just saying not quite. See, he thinks I just want books, but no, I have something even better that I
So,
might be getting as a reward.
the order of the images was Natasha, Zybilna, and then the hag. Past, present, future. So we start with Natasha.
Currently, we either start with Natasha or we do what she currently looks like. So it's a matter of, is it her current name or her
I hear
original
two
name?
votes, Natasha.
Once applied, we could wake up a different version of this of her. So I vote Natasha.
Three. I hear three. Cool. Enough as it is. I will be silent as a feather. Silent
Okay.
as a feather.
I'll have my sword at the ready though.
Alright, in and out. 5 minutes. Let's go. And I will try to stealth it without the Jabberwocky ever hearing me. I'm also guessing I get guidance as well.
Yeah, I will guidance you as soon as you go, so you get the longest possible chance of having it.
Alright. Stealth check is what I've built to do. And
All right.
18 plus
D4.
Well, it's sleeping, so advantage as well.
Alright, the bonus is 3. So I'm gonna roll again. So 18,
Plus 3 to a 21.
21.
Well, that kid is sneaky. Look at him. We think he was an heir, Genasi.
Silent.
Or it's not.
Deadly.
He's silent, but
No.
yeah.
Do not.
As you're moving in,
Cameron does.
Nima, you could hear your heart in your ears, and you're getting closer and closer to this thing, and the ground's shaking, and it kind of twitches for a moment, and you stop, and you have to like quietly put your leg over the tail and pull the other one over, and as you do that, you get just as you get to the queen, and you pull out this unicorn horn. You could see the Jabberwocky kind of like raise itself up, and as it raises itself up, it looks left and its eyes are closed before it lays back down. You just stand there. If you weren't made of water, you would be, and you then get close enough to extend the horn. And what do you say?
Natasha, please come back.
Say it with your chest.
I'm not going to do sing my chest with a Jabberwock
He's
in the room.
whispering.
With a Jabberwock in the room.
Yeah, like she was your one true love. Only then will the curse be broken.
As you
Everyone true love
say,
is roast biscuit or whatever.
Natasha, you could feel the horn in your hand beginning to like. When you did it to Strongheart, it was just like using a wand. But as you do it to Zybilna and you say Natasha, you could feel the wand beginning to like deteriorate in your hand. And as you do, the woman's hair, as the enchantment kind of like breaks itself, the woman's hair at the lower ends shifts to a dark brown, and it kind of just scales up to her scalp, shifting to brown as well. And as that happens, she looks like the young version of the heads that you saw. and as she turns to you, the Jabberwock behind her immediately begins to wake up, and as it wakes up, it just shifts into a cat, and as the cat kind of walks forward and climbs up onto her shoulder, and this woman just stares at you.
Oh, God.
Who are you?
Nima, adventurer,
And
and
you are
dumbass who helped you out.
you are my savior.
Technically,
I wouldn't
we
take all
are.
the. Yeah, I wouldn't. This wasn't a solo trip.
There are more of you?
Yes, they're all hiding in that room from the Jabberwock. Or well.
We
Yeah.
Show
weren't
yourself,
hiding.
Ballards.
Yes, you
Garret
were.
looks up
Get
in.
up here.
Strongheart comes in with a sword drawn. Ha ha!
Don't worry, we're fine.
Oordem comes in just confidently.
Vera will put her hand on Strongheart's sword and lower it, looking at him, shaking her head.
There is a difference between cowardice and cautiousness.
You're still hiding.
Ooh, what wisdom do you have?
He'll say that he'll nod sort of respectfully, not trying to be.
She raises a hand, and as she raises a hand, she comes stepping down the dais, and her cat hops off to one of the brass frogs, and she's looking directly at Vera, like almost like she's seen a ghost. Hello. You look
Hello.
you look extremely familiar.
Do I?
I guess
I'm
it was-
sorry, you
I
don't.
guess it was just the light.
Sorry.
Why are you all here? Aside
we came-
from saving me.
Well, we were sent by a friend of yours, Lady Illustrial, to poke our hands into one of your brass frogs to try and get a shard.
Oh, they are not mine, they are hers.
Into the brass frog to get one of the shards.
She gets real close, like uncomfortably close to Vera. Was that what makes sense? And she's like inspecting.
Would that be alright?
It is the what is this? And she points to the little robot.
Oh god, I completely forgot about Hachi. She'll pull him out.
Oh, wait.
Is he still like in his little ball?
She leans forward and just a slight flick of her wrist. Archie. Oh dear!
Oh!
He comes forward. He like He's like flailing his arms.
Oh. Archie!
Oh! He stops and he like jumps out of your hands and rolls over in the direction of Tasha. My lady. Good.
I still don't like him.
Yes, these two here, pointing to Nima and the captain. They are after some ne'er-do-wells that have taken your castle, as well as I believe that one over there points to the frozen other person.
Oh, it was this one? And she flicks her hand, and Mercy goes. She starts breathing and moving again. Those wretched witches tricked me, and I intend to get my revenge. And Strongheart, I will help you. That's why we're here. So,
Whoa.
Well, excellent. Looks like you have an
No,
adventure
no.
on your hand.
You're acting like you didn't even want to be here, and now do you want to help the lady?
I just want to get home, and if she is a means to get home, then I will do so.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Tasha,
Anyway.
Tasha walks back towards the cauldron. She like stretches like she's been sleeping. Right. Let's see if this Lady Illustrial is correct in the frog. Who wants to try? She like leans on top of it, like She wants to see what happens.
I'll do it. Why not?
Who wants to go elbow deep into the frog mouth?
No. As you step forward, Vera, she... Not to you.
Okay.
Oordem will step forward then. Then perhaps
see-
I.
You see Tasha look to Archie and wink.
What's going on?
You
Are you seeing this?
You will suffice.
Archie or me?
No,
Oordem.
Oordem.
Just point me to the frog.
She's leaning on it, like the
okay.
holes,
Yeah,
the holes beneath her, and as you look in, you can't see a thing.
Do I have permission to approach your frog?
I'll resistance myself just in case.
Frog
You
resistance.
ask that? Did you ask that in person? Ken?
I can cast protection from good and evil on.
You all,
I think
you
I'll-
all stay where you are. I want to see what happens.
Remember, it's like the properties of a bag of holding, but it is a frog.
Keep other bags of holding away from it, of course.
What are
With your
you?
permission,
What are you looking for?
I believe it was the location of the next shard of the
Was
the obelisk.
Was it the actual shard or the location of the shard? I forget.
Do not tell me. Look, she like taps the top of the frog and
I'll first thought was the location of the next shard. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I'm going to think about, and I will reach on in after giving myself resistance.
as you reach in, it takes a moment. It feels empty, but then it's almost like it appears in your hand.
Pull my hand out.
Wow, the lady was right.
Does that happen with? Will that happen with every shard or just this one?
We will not know until you talk to the lady, will we?
I guess this is true. Thank you. Nod and
Do not thank me. I am in all of your debt. I'm sure you all did not do this alone.
we are only here because of her as putting us on the pathway here. But we are glad we could assist.
The friends of a Lady Illustrial are friends of mine. But I will be staying. I have things to tend to.
The ne'er-do-wells, I assume.
Of course.
There are some in your building currently. If you could just
Isn't there also like a coven?
I have
I'll
to
just
take
think-
care of. I have to take care of the witches, and I intend to torture every member who worships them.
Ooh, shame.
And a matter of two Lamnia upstairs waiting for you. We told them we'd
I do not
Let-
know what you speak of.
body of
Oordem.
yes.
I did not know they were in my castle. They will be expelled immediately.
Uh,
Probably has something to do with Rust. That bastard.
I see. We may have been deceived as well. I'll rejoin the group. Wait for the frogs.
Archie looks around. How did we get here?
I carried you.
Right.
Sorry, I've gotten into Canis's bonbons.
Job well done.
I look into my pack and they're not there anymore. Like,
Are you going to be coming back with us, Archie? Are you going to stay here?
I am to remain with you, my lady.
You as in me? Or you as in...
She's speaking to you.
Okay, well, I didn't know. Alright. Is there anything you'd like us to pass along to Lady Lustriel?
I will be along in time, But as a reward to all of you, I will grant unto you a single casting of wish, but only when it is needed, not today. For now, I want you to take that shard and return to Alastru and tell her that she was indeed correct on where it was. I have things to tend to and people to torture, but tell her I'll be along soon.
We shall.
Oh, and before you leave, as a little token of my gratitude, she extends both her hands, and in one hand is this slender staff, in the other is this sleek sword. You may only pick one, but one is more than enough to help you on your travels.
Looks over at Canis, who really wanted a weapon.
Can I, by looking at it, tell like what type of sword this might be?
No.
No.
It is extravagant, that is all I can tell you.
I do eye it, but then I turn to...
I want both of these from my realm. They have caused me nothing but pain in my ass.
I'll turn to Garret and Oordem and go, I did
But
receive a weapon from Lady Alestria. Are you in need of a new staff?
I could. I'll look back at everybody else's. Anybody else and require a weapon of pain in the ass?
If they're both pain in the asses, why don't you get rid of both of them?
This is not as this works.
Hmm.
I could just get rid of you.
That's like, he's a little headstrong.
I know his kind.
Damn, get wrecked, son.
If there are no other objections, mainly it would be Garret, since he's the only other person who would need a staff.
Does Garret use a staff?
He actually has a
He has a dagger.
Dagger.
Yeah.
Dagger, okay.
Come on then, Oordem, take it.
Well, I shall
Because
take the staff, and I will ensure that it is no longer a burden. It is no longer a burden to you.
She eyes you up and down. Can you be trusted with this? Her eyes seem to linger on your one hand, not the skeletal one.
Well, I've got the eye.
I think Oordem has the eye. Yeah.
Or your one hand, then.
Yeah. I assure you, I am a Minotaurs of integrity. It will be used properly.
The only Minotaurs I've ever encountered are in the Abyss. And they prefer to eat.
I should say
anything.
that I am more of a bugbear with horns, but it's easier just to go by the Minotaur.
Furball.
Furball, excuse me.
Doesn't even know what race
she looks at the hand once more and goes. And she holds it like, well, you're gonna take it.
I'll reach out and take it gently from her.
Okay. You have a magical staff.
Ooh. Love magical staffs.
Unsure what it does at the moment.
Look down. We shall take our leave if we are good. Yeah, words. Out of character. That's Mark screwed up. Staff feels very powerful.
Strongheart's tending to Mercian, and I'll be along in time.
We will let Lady Alestria know that.
Where is she again?
How do we leave?
Sigil. Vera,
Good.
you're familiar. Go ahead, Jess.
No, I was gonna say where we were. Or where she was, rather.
Sigil, as the sometimes known as. Archie, how do we return?
I believe we were tasked with using the shard, sir.
Oh yes, it brought us back the other time.
I will be sure to be the focus. Hand it here.
Looks over at Garret. Is that okay?
Could you give me guys one moment?
Right, we may have picked up another one.
Judging by the
The only
hand,
one-
it appears he is bound to the quest.
I don't. I look back at the group, and I don't. Look, I have no quarrels, no qualms. I barely know everyone. It feels a little.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to pick up
Presumptuous.
any strays. Mission is dangerous enough as it is.
Judging by the state of the hand, however, I don't think you have much choice.
Whatever my lady and Lord Mordenkainen are up to, I'm sure they could figure out a cure for you, and then we could displace you back to your plane.
And if you mind, I'd like to say goodbye to the people who I've been working with for the past couple.
Take all the
Yes.
time you need.
Please.
Garret, did you want to go look at that library?
Absolutely, yes. I was actually quite thinking about that. This is fun.
Don't worry. Right, Nima, you say your goodbyes. Tasha, if you don't mind, we're just going to pop back into the library real quick while he does that, and they do that.
Garret is
What
already
sorry.
out of the room.
Okay, Garret. Sorry, just like out of character. Nima, he, she, they. What are the pronouns here?
It's a he.
Okay, I just didn't want to.
Oh, I understand.
He's gender fluid.
Get out.
Fucking hate you
Get
guys
out.
too much. Oh, damn.
Canis flies away. Goodbye.
All here is done.
I'll go keep an eye on him. I'll follow after Garret.
But I will.
You don't need to be babysitting.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No.
Okay.
I didn't like the book.
I will
Mercian
approach
and Strong they went up in this direction, but they're you can see him. You can go to him.
I go up to speak to them. Sir, Mr. Neal, I
A job well done.
yes, and looks at the hand. So on the way there, something may have happened, and if what they've told me is correct, they're dealing with something far greater than just paid mercenaries and hags.
Are you leaving us?
I would, if that's okay.
It is fine. Mercian speak. It is fine, dear.
You helped me get off my feet when I had nothing, so
You wouldn't be the first one to leave us. It's more than acceptable. We're happy to see you fly, leaving the nest, whatever it is you want to say. I'm sure we'll see you back in Taldore.
at some point, but yes, if I got fate put my hands in something else, and I've been trying to find out what that meant. Dreams and visions haunted me for a long time. But I think this is where I need to be going.
As long as you're sure, I'm
Sadly,
sure
more than
you
I
can find your answers that way.
I will. And again, thank you for everything. From the food at night to saving my ass on more than one occasion.
You've helped us more than you're leading
Yeah.
on.
It was like 2 harpies. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but it's something.
It's some. I'll give strong heart a firm handshake as much as innate strength can.
Mm-hmm.
And then I give Marcelia a hug.
He stops you, and you may
Come
not
on.
be able to use it, but it could still help you. And he pulls the sword off of his belt.
I don't use swords.
Trust me, it could still help you.
Carrying us. If you insist.
He-
No.
He pulls you
Sorry.
forward, and he wraps the belt around your chest and like puts it on your back. He like rubs your wet hair.
Always like having gotten out of the shower.
Yep.
Real quick,
Mhm.
is Oordem Oordem didn't join Garret or anything, and probably still in the room.
Tell me.
Is he enough to? Is he close? He's probably still near the doorway. Is he close enough to have overheard any of that?
It's up to you.
Yeah, do you want to have heard?
I would say, like, if I could see you from where I'm standing, because you said you went back to like this other room.
Oh yeah, he's very open about that, and he ran back.
Yeah.
So you could have easily just been like, "Oh, I'm wondering."
I'll do, if I may, a perception check just to see if it's a decent enough score to see if I overheard that.
Sure.
I was looking for above a 10, so I'll take that. I heard glimpses, bits of it.
You were
Mainly wanted. Go ahead.
You were up close enough to it in the goblins' chambers, and here it's a decent sword.
Mainly, I was not so much the sword, but like Taldore, because I obviously have no idea what Oordem obviously has
said
no idea where
Taldore
that is.
twice, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Taldore.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever little bits of other information I got, such as the sword. Okay, yeah, that's all I wanted.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mercian gives you a big hug. Then she flings her arms to get the water off. And she's
Sorry.
like, "No offense."
I'm taken. But thank you. Now I have to make sure that this wizard doesn't do any weird evil wizard shit.
When you guys, when she steps back, she gives you her holy symbol, and it doesn't do anything for you, but it's kind of like a remembering thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she worships, oddly enough, a deity that no one else has seen, but if you're familiar, it's Serenray. It's the sun deity from Pathfinder.
I know my Sarah Ray.
Lots of genres here.
Matt Mercer actually picked her for his pantheon, so
She's a good god.
if I recall
is.
correctly.
It is open source.
Oh, is that a Pike's god?
I believe
That was
so.
Pike's god, yes.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
She's a god of sun, god of healing, god of redemption, god of not
Mhm.
being an asshole.
Pretty much the best paladin god.
Yeah, she's great. We love her. Because even if you mess up, she's like, oh, okay, I'll let it go once.
Can I say Paladin?
So she gives you that, and then you see them tending to the old wizard in the next room.
All right, I'm good to go. He is coming in with a sword strapped to his back now.
Well, it's like
Alright.
somebody got a sword.
It's a gift.
I need you to write down that it's at least on your back.
Mm-hmm. I put notes down.
Put down that you have. Give me 1 second, sorry.
You can just DM it to me.
No, I'm just trying to find its actual name. I believe it is called Silver. Let me check my notes. Yes, silver. Let's just put down that you have silver. And then put down that you have, I believe his name is. Ringle Run here.
Oh, it's so hard. I want to help you find stuff, and I'm like, I can't spoil things for me.
Yeah, put down that you have Ringle Run staff. Oordem.
Ringle Run staff, okay.
That's all you have right now. While you guys are all doing that, Tasha immediately vanished. She, poof, you could hear screams throughout the castle.
Kenneth gives a smirk as he hears it.
As you guys go into the library, it's gone. No, I'm just kidding. Garret, you get in there and you can, off into the distance, you can hear the familiar sounds of cleaning.
No. I am immediately going to start looking around. I'm not even going to look for the librarian first.
Who's that?
I'm taking my end of the deal.
What deal?
Garret will do a double take.
Did you get what I asked for?
Yeah, I did.
Well, where is it?
She's back. She's back.
I wanted the staff.
Mmm. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I think someone else has it. But in other news, Lady Natasha has returned.
Okay.
Just simple as that.
No, I didn't mean to hit the button for okay. You managed to bring back my lady?
Mm-hmm.
Where is she?
Actually, you hear those screams, right?
You're in a different dimension.
Oh. She's actually torturing people right now, but she is there, I promise you that.
Oh, my lady. She's a minx.
Right.
I must tend to my lady. He kind of runs out and leaves the door open.
Is everything in the Feywild so...
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that's these. As Garret runs over to a bookshelf.
As you run over the bookshelf, you see, like on his name is Sean. Nobody really asked his name, but his name is Sean, Shon. You see his book cart that he had things on, and you happen to see a book that looks a little more better taken care of than most.
Oh, wait! I'm curious.
Are you gonna look at it or anything?
Yep.
You start paging through it, and it's absolutely a spell book.
Sweet. Is there anything special about it, like the inscriptions inside, like compared to the one I have right now?
It is a leather-bound It's a leather-bound tome, and on the inside, with it has a charcoal sketch of a wolf spider. But that's about it. The only difference, aside from your majorly different spell book, that's the only discerning thing. And then on top of that, there are some spells in said book. You will not have time to copy them all down. You either steal it or you just.
Well, I'm absolutely stealing it.
Okay.
This is to Garret. This is his reward that was promised. So this book is rightfully his.
I'm gonna put what you find in there.
Does it have the names of the spells already in there?
I'm putting what you found in references.
Book of the worst spells. That's why it's in better condition, because nobody reads it. Oops, all True Strike.
No, that's
That
actually a
was-
really good book.
Oh,
That's a really nice book right there.
So as you yoink that, you can hear you can hear the sounds of torture and like murder off in the distance.
Vera came with, right?
I imagine she was probably just like roaming up and down the bookcases while
I would say
Garret was
Archie's with
doing
you
his-
guys.
Oh, okay.
What a marvelous library! It
I know,
pales in
right?
comparison to Lady Illustrious, but marvelous nonetheless.
Garret will like wave a finger at him, like, "Hey, or to
Are
the
you
library."
That
there
book is not yours. Are you
still
taking that book?
great- Absolutely, I am.
Did you sign it out?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Go check the.
He walks
Well,
up
actually,
to it. He's
no.
like holds his hands out.
The guy got it before he left. Clearly.
He's watching you.
Well, I'll put it in my pocket, like peepishly.
I don't think you signed that book out,
Okay, no, I
my
didn't,
lady.
But
I don't think you signed that book
Hey,
out.
Listen, you little scrap of metal.
Garret!
That's metal. You were asleep when we had the conversation with the librarian. He said if we brought his lady back, that I would get 15 minutes in the library, and that I would have something. I'll be able to take something home. So this is clearly.
This a load of bargain?
As he's saying that, Vera's like reaching into her bag and just rips some parchment. Just sign it.
God fucking damn it.
Just sign it.
Okay,
Please.
all right.
It will
Riddle.
make him happy.
Yeah, it.
There, Archie, does that suffice? He signed out the book.
I suppose an IOU is better than nothing.
We'll leave it here so that they know.
Excellent.
She'll fold it and walk over to where Garret got the book. And she'll put it down.
My lady is so smart.
And then as she puts it down and like turns around, she puts her hand and like pulls it back and shoves it into her pocket. There we are.
Girdle telepathic to Vera. I was gonna burn it, but that works too.
It's fine.
Shall we get going?
I think so. I think Nima's had enough time to say goodbyes. I'd like to get back to Sigil as well. What,
I've been right
Garret?
here.
Where you're not in the room!
There's
It wasn't
so
that long.
many books, Vera. I could be in here all day.
I understand.
We are
Garret.
returning to Lady Illustrious' wonderful sanctum.
Maybe she'll let you... Oh,
He kicks your
Maybe-
shin.
I'll
Just-
fucking.
don't you dare.
Let us be rid of the feywild. 'Tis a silly place.
Just a silly place. Maybe Illustrial will let you look at her books instead.
I don't want to look at her book. I want to meet Morningkind.
Maybe he'll have a book there that you can read.
Ooh. That would actually be quite.
They are
You know what?
close.
If you hurry up to the Tasha's bedchambers, you can steal one of the chess pieces he gifted her.
Hurry up to Tasha's
Oh.
bedchambers.
Yeah.
End of. Anyway.
I don't think it wise we steal anything else, considering the horrendous screams.
Yes, so
And
let's
in
go
the
on our
distance, you
way.
just hear. "Ah! Ah!"
Yep, I know that one. That's a burning. Nope, that's it. Yeah, burning sword. Yeah.
How do you know that?
Oh, experience in the field.
Perhaps he told
We
you.
should go.
We should go. We should go.
We should go.
Right, follow me.
Well, that's fucking weird.
I don't know where I'm going.
So how does this work? What do we do?
I'm going to assume that we probably go back outside to the teleportation circle that we found out there.
Well,
Right.
More than likely.
Yeah, so that's probably the best spot. It's most room.
Can y'all hear that?
A little bit.
It's
Only
bad.
when you talk, though. It doesn't trigger the
So
audio.
weird. Somebody's like, I don't know if they're having a party, but they're like right in my backyard, and it's real annoying.
You know what?
Oh yeah, I hear that.
Natasha's probably there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, audio experience.
Yeah.
The Tasha.
The Tasha.
All right, so you guys head back to the circle.
Yes.
Yes.
Assume we do.
Um,
We don't really want
Right, give me the shard, please.
to. I believe I gave it to you earlier.
Sure.
You-
Right there.
Yes.
As you give him the shard, he kind of shifts his body and transforms a little bit into like this pylon. And at the top, the shard you can like just kind of like just gently place it into like it's holding it, but you can tell he's like become this conduit for the shard. And as that happens, the same thing. The shard itself kind of begins to like thrum with energy, and then you guys hear that familiar chime that Vera heard. It's kind of like a note that is kind of like tied to Lestriel's magic, or just location rather. And as that happens, it's just and there's a quick flash, and as you guys kind of blink and get over the multi-plane traversal, you come to in the heart of the Sigil Sanctum.
Sarah, do we land on a teleportation circle as well?
We will say that you guys come back to near the obelisk because you used a piece of the obelisk.
That's true. Okay. I just wanted to make note if we see another teleportation circle.
At the moment, you did not see something, no.
Gotcha.
So you guys come to this familiar location, as I had mentioned before. Nima, you are thrown off by you didn't expect this.
Oh, right. Welcome to Sigil, Nima.
It's kind of quiet at the moment.
Did we?
Very
And
quiet.
As you guys just kind of look around and it's quiet. All of a sudden, Archie, my lady, and he
Oh my
he kind of just like rolls off and goes into the tubes that lead upstairs.
I will.
I think
I
you
will
burst my
turn that
eardrums with
robot
that
into
one.
a cycle.
Oh.
I'll turn that bot into boots if I can. So this is where you came from.
I get a sense of like any time has passed here in Sigil.
Time passes as normal here. It's as normal as it can be for Sigil.
Right. Who's hungry?
Nima raises his hand.
I could use sustenance.
Coming down the stairs, it's actually Melania. Right, how was the trip for everyone?
We picked up a straggler.
I can see that. I'm glad to see you're all back safe and sound.
Natasha said that she would be on her way. Yeah, in time.
Well, I'm stepping out. You could tell my wife that when she comes down. She's with company at the moment, but she shouldn't be much longer. Archie's loud. I think she's well aware you've returned.
Yes.
At the moment she's in a council with the captain and her name.
the other captain.
Some of the others. No, and then I believe. Right, here they come. I'll see you all.
Okay, bye, miss. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too. You can tell she's got like a bag. She's ready to go
Mhm.
shopping.
Yeah, as she's on her way.
As she leaves, you can see the captain comes down and gives you all a glance with Honea in tow, and Honea kind of like waves to you guys.
Vera waves at Honea and also is like, oh, the captain.
And then the captain just walks out, kind of following Melania, and walking down the stairs is Lydia Lustrial, being not assisted, but her hand is in the cusp of a gentleman who, rather well dressed, with a staff, like a 3-ring staff. And as you see him, he's got this sharp goatee and a bald head. And they come down the stairs, and Lydia Lustrial is very, very pleased to see you all. Oh, wonderful! How did it all go?
I think they
Crazy.
got it.
The gentleman leads her over to the couch, and she takes a seat. Right, and did you bring the shard? Did it work? This is a better question. And
Well,
the man speaks up. Of course it worked. They're here. That's
Well.
true. Forgive me.
perhaps you should know of the trouble that was there. Turns out not Natasha Zybilna was frozen, as with most of her castle. We, along with our new straggler here, Nima, managed to unfreeze her. And then we were able to try out the frog, and it did work, yes. Brought us the shard. And we're back. And Natasha said she would be following up soon, or she'd be following us. She'll be here eventually.
Well, that is good news. Oh, forgive me. Everyone, I would like you to meet Lord Mordenkainen. He is arrived right in time, and he's here to assist us how he can.
Bird is visibly shaking.
Mordenkainen just lowers his head and does one of those hand motions and bows. Pleasure is all mine.
Delightful to meet you. She elbows Garret in the ribs.
What's that? Is that it? Is that the man we've been making all this fuss about?
Yeah.
Well, still, now that I'm here and a little separated from everything, could I get a full explanation on the circumstances we're dealing with?
Oh, right, of course. My lady, and she goes into the full explanation of what's going on. She explains.
Mm-hmm. I just
At first she apologizes that you're stuck in the situation that you're in, but then she explains who the group is, why they went to where you were. The group's been honest enough, I guess, and at which point Archie comes down and as everyone's talking, Archie's quietly taking orders for food. And
one of everything.
Right. So as she explains that, she gets to the end of at the end of the explanation. So what happened? What happened? Tell us everything, please. We can't miss details. No, we cannot. I would love to hear it.
Well,
I replay Mark's recap from the beginning of the episode.
That was a long one.
Good thing
Yeah,
time
it took you
works
about 10
differently here.
minutes to say all of that.
Yeah, Joey, just splice that into the video right here.
Don't tell them the part where it took us 3 tries to lift the axe and didn't do it.
Needless to say, we were lucky we were sent there to begin with. Otherwise, who knows how long that place would have remained frozen.
Yes, I'm sure Lady Tasha is in your debt.
Yeah, she granted us each a wish.
each
it
of you
each or-
individually, or
I think it was one for the whole.
Oh no, I could have sworn she said one of each. Was it just one wish, or was it
it is one wish for the
one
group?
wish? Okay. I thought
I was gonna ask that there, but I thought I don't want to question Tasha.
What is Lady Tasha up to after you've freed her?
Oh.
Torturing people.
yeah, murder, the like.
That sounds like Lady Tasha.
I wish, frankly, I wish she would have invited us. Would have enjoyed.
I would
that.
have rather not. It sounds like we have pressing matters.
Well, as it stands,
It was a lot.
allow me to see this shard, please.
I believe
Short-
Archie had it last.
Well, Archie would have gave it back to whoever
Oh,
gave it to
okay.
him.
I'll hand it over. I assume he just telekinesis it over to him because he's Mordenkainen.
It just once you hold it out, it kind of just levitates over to him. Interesting. And he looks to Lady Leshul. And you said that these are calling them back to the obelisk, correct? Indeed. There's not much to go off of, but you did mention you might know something. It is possible. I'll have to do some more research, but there is an item that has a similar function, a very old item. It was called the Rod of Law, or now it is called the Rod of Seven Parts. But yes, I heard tale that if you got one, you could find the next. Perhaps they're linked in some way. If they share that trait. And if they seem to be reactive to, no offense, Vecna cursed individuals.
That's what this is.
Oordem kind of like recoils a bit at actually being the word that we're cursed being said out loud. Just kind of reacts negatively to that. Doesn't say anything, but just sort of it's visible.
If you catch Celestial's eye, she kind of smiles at you and it's a very much don't mind him. He's very blunt.
Oordem sort of understands. So yeah.
Right. Anything else happen while you were in the Feywild? I know it to be a crazy place. I've visited there often, played chess with Lady Egwil on occasions.
Yes, we saw your chessboard from the distance. We were distracted by some Lamnia. Very, very odd.
You said that you released Tasha, correct?
Natasha, which I assume is Tasha, yes.
Tasha, the creator of certain spells.
I was wondering that, yes.
The mistress of demons. The Lady Celestial speaks up. We do not call her that. She's been through this and over that for a while now. You helped her. Yes, I know.
She was
Still
in the
best to
state... Good.
Still best to keep her at a distance. I'm curious why you wished for her to help us. We need all the hands we can get, Mordenkainen. Right. Well,
She was in the state of Zabilna rather than Natasha. I don't know if that means anything or if just part
they're
of
all
her.
one and the same. Zabilna is a
Yeah.
phase of Tasha that is kind of seeking out a repentance for her terrible deeds in the past. She used to, as I said, dabble in demons and made pacts with greater ones, and those pacts and actions have kind of stained her for good.
Redemption is a noble pursuit.
Is it? For one
Canis
man.
is staring at the ground as people are saying this. Kind of uncharacteristically.
You guys can see Mordenkainen staring at Canis, an intelligence at this high is insight's pretty damn high. Right. Names, everyone. I am Mordenkainen.
I'm Garret.
Master of the... Oh. Garret.
Hi, it is quite the pleasure to meet you. You are quite the people of my eye. Or,
Imagine like Canis is about to
the-
introduce himself, and then Garret kind of runs by. He's like, "I'm
You
Garret."
are the person I look up to. Me and my tribe, we all are quite the fence. Thank you for blessing us with your presence, sir. Yeah.
In Garrett's mind, he'll hear Vera go, "Breathe, Garret."
Right. Who's your tribe?
Well, honestly, we're over in the Detherin Valley. We kind of help clean up a little bit of cultists. We don't really
Toril.
have-
You're from Toril. Are you all from Toril?
Yeah, I think, except for the Githyanki. He's probably from where
Yeah.
Githyanki lived, and
I
Astral Sea shit.
I was
Yada,
born
yada,
on the
yada.
Don't you just assume?
What
I don't
about
know
you?
what this Toro you're speaking of, but I assume it's just some other land.
You're not from Toril. That's interesting. Kind of odd that Vecna would pick somebody from... Mordenkainen motions his hand for, like, speak. Where are you from?
Before I do that, it feels sorry, sir. I don't know who you are, and I expect this Garret to have great respect for that, but you all seem quite a lot higher in the bracket tree than lovely adventurers like us.
That not excite you?
What?
We've been around the block once or twice. I guess.
It's weird that we're here and no someone else isn't.
Well, do you see my hand? Do you see my eye?
Yes, and that
We
doesn't
weren't chosen. We're here to help you. We're here to guide you. We've dealt with this thing before. You can't merely wish gods out of existence. So we have to figure out what to do.
You just probably haven't wrapped the head around the whole god part of that, huh?
We're working on it.
Nima, I believe you said you were from a place called Haldore?
I think that's the whole land, yes. That was
Taldore.
one slightly south of the coast.
Don't think I've ever heard of Taldore, but I'll have to ask Elminster. Maybe he's been there.
Minster.
If it matters, I was born slightly south. No, well, I was raised south of Marquette. Yeah, okay, that helps me.
Doesn't help me, but maybe Elminster knows someone from there.
It's really hard to wrap my head around the whole plains concept here. So there's just like a whole other.
It's actually quite simple. So if you think about it, we're all in one kind of like. Well, do you know what a realm is?
When the knight speaks about the realm, I assume it's just the place we're at.
Well, yes, precisely. So if you think about the realm,
you came from Prismere. Prismere, as much as you think it is the Feywild, it is not. The Lady Tasha created Prismere. It is a domain of delight. A domain of delight is a pocket dimension of the Feywild, but the Feywild itself runs parallel to not only the material plane, which is the one that we are on, but we are also partly somewhere different, and the Shadowfell itself. Those places don't exist here, but on your planets, that's how it operates, I'm sure.
Does he do the Event Horizon thing where he folds a piece of paper in half, puts a pen through it to explain?
He does not, because that's
Explain
not how it
backwards.
works.
That's not how that works.
That's why I heard it.
Let's just say that There are different planes of existence itself.
And this
The easiest way
Vecna-
to explain it is our world, your world, is a part of
My
its own
home.
solar system, which is a galaxy, which is a plane, which is a realm. It goes on and on. Your world would technically likely mirror that of Torils or others, but that are just inhabited by sentient mortals.
Hmm.
Let's
And this
just
Vecna's putting it all into danger.
that if he's back, if he's indeed back, I would assume that is the case. But as far as we know, the Lady of Pain took care of him, right, Lady Illustrial?
Well, looks like you missed a spot.
Hey there.
It's quite possible that he's just amassing his power back. She's incredibly powerful, but she's not all powerful.
All it takes is one fanatic.
Didn't you mention that the Lady of Pain put him into the maze? And Lady Lustrel's, as far as I can tell, but the maze is said to be inescapable. Well, maybe he's found a way.
Or perhaps he is using us to try and somehow navigate his way out of the maze.
We could
Using
be
you?
tools.
I don't mean to be presumptuous. You would obviously know this more than I, but I would feel at a loss if I did not at least.
As in the dark
Speak
as
my
you are,
thoughts.
has he contacted any of you recently? Has he manifested himself in some form or another?
When we first found him, and honestly, when we transported to the Feywild, actually.
Oh, you
I
failed
forgot
to
about
mention.
that.
You failed to mention this,
My apologies.
Lady Lestrals. We need every detail, please.
He
I'll,
believes we may be some sort of key to his future plans.
What
I
did you
believe he
see?
said. Let's see. Go back on my notes.
I think we just saw it as like
So like a shadowy.
a head or his head or something like that.
Mhm.
It's really big. Imagine
You
a
saw-
head, but very,
You
very
saw
large.
you saw a plane of buildings that were destroyed, and it was almost endless.
Mm.
And he appeared above them and talked to you guys.
He said we will be his final key.
It's a Kingdom Hearts game. Jeez.
And that we're growing closer.
So then, it's quite possible he could try to turn you at some point.
Turn?
I think it was undead.
No, he has worshippers everywhere.
Actually, yeah, we just passed one, apparently.
There was one in Prismia.
Yes, it was. Checking the notes real quick. If it has a name faster than me, pull it up.
Zergash.
Zargash.
Zargash.
It's certain that he's no longer with us.
He's with Tasha.
Precisely.
Unless he managed to escape the castle before she awoke.
Okay, imagine Prismia.
Yes, it's a plane.
No, understand here. Understand this. You had a home at some point, correct, Canis?
When he hears the word "had a home," you'll go, yes.
And your home, you had absolute say of who entered and left.
He goes, I never actually had a home that I called my personal own.
That is a shame. Well, nevertheless, with a flick of her wrist, she has that power of that entire world. I assure you he's not gone. Oh, he's not left that well.
It's kind of like dawning on him how powerful Tasha actually is, that she created this realm and has like,
in that plane. Yeah, she's
yeah, that plane.
No.
In that plane, she's essentially on par with your little skeletal friend. Right. Lady Leshel stands. I'm sure you're all very tired, and you're more than welcome to find a place to sleep upstairs, or if you wish to go into the city and find a tavern, you're more than welcome to do that as well. I only ask that you don't mention the sanctum to anyone. They won't be able to find it, but it's best that we just keep it a secret.
Of course. I, for one, would be fine staying here. It's a lovely place.
I wouldn't mind going out for a drink, though.
Have I ever seen Vera drink? Vera? Like anything? Not just alcohol, but like water or...
No. No. You've never seen her eat. You've never seen her drink anything. Like, she never, like, stopped to, like, take a sip out of her thing or nothing.
Most of the bedrooms
when you
here
got
are
into-
occupied. If you don't mind sleeping in the upper reaches in the lounge, it's mostly couches, but I'm sure we could accommodate you somewhere in the city.
Really, I would hate to intrude, so...
Okay.
If I can, I didn't get paid for my last adventure.
You do not get paid.
Well, no, we were supposed to. Our quest was to stop the League of Benevolence, and kind of got distracted. And then before we finished the quest, I decided to join with this.
We'll have to amend that, but for now, everybody just go ahead and return whatever you borrowed, and then we'll start for you.
Oh,
No,
Oh. Kenku's out too. Oh, there it goes. Crying.
You can do it. Come on, little guy.
It's the
Oh, he just has to restart his
the
internet.
D&D
Okay,
movie where
break time.
Yep.
yeah, it's part of the D&D movie where Chris Pine's just the illusion's
Gives
just
the
breaking
melt.
down.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey's
Oh, here.
AFK. Oh, hey, back. Yeah, we weren't saying anything.
Where were we?
You had just asked for the stuff back that we borrowed.
Yes.
You said we can keep all our stuff.
I asked Mordecai while you were gone. He was like, "Yeah, take it."
Mordecai told you to fuck off.
Yeah, probably.
Do you think they made Mordecai like look like Chris Perkins in the modern art of him? I'm pretty sure they
Some
did.
references to find out.
He doesn't smile enough to look like Chris Perkins.
Because during one of the Ack games, he was
We were
playing.
getting
go ahead.
we were getting you guys situated in the city, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But we're giving up our items.
You have to give up what you borrowed.
Okay.
Boo.
I assume
I just gave you guys 3 items.
I know.
gotta identify him. Well, at least
Yeah.
mine.
It's a shame I didn't get a chance to use it.
It's okay. Maybe you could use that immovable rod you got. No,
I've
don't
been
turn
having
it on
internet-
while we're in the coach.
I've been having internet issues, and I'm wired to my router, which that's the internet. That's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
most
I'm also
likely.
getting 90k in 14, and I do not want to be getting them next week.
No. It might
So
be
annoying.
some like wiring issue, maybe. I'd call and just get a tech out to take a look anyway.
It's not wired. It's literally the only thing that, like, my router is on top of a shelf behind my
Yeah.
TV, and my Ethernet cable goes right from that
No, no,
to
no.
my computer.
I'm not talking about your Ethernet cable. I'm talking about the cable that connects
Oh,
your
theirs.
internet. Yeah, their cable, not yours.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
you
It
can
could
also
have
try,
just been like.
if you're
over
close
time.
enough, you could also try plugging right into the modem and see if the same thing happens.
Sometimes it might be the wires outside.
That's what I mean. Like there might have just been something over time, just eroded or something happened.
Really put a
Warp
booster
storm.
on.
I'd give him a call anyway. Just
Yeah, I
get
told
some-
my grandmother to do it tomorrow while I'm at work.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand the concept of wired internet is better than Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It wasn't just send you the internet through the
I
wire.
know. I
It's
told
the
her
same-
to. I told her to tell them I'm wired and I'm still having problems.
Yeah.
She'll still fuck that up.
Write it down. Just write it down and tape it to the modem.
Or I'll just tell her to have them call me.
Yeah.
As we're walking, probably ask Garret. So we got a couple of new items, and well, you are the one who can identify things. Would you mind?
No. Be honest, Oordem.
Mhm.
We do it tomorrow because we literally just got back, and not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired, and
Yeah,
I just
well,
saw Mordenkainen, so I'm riding that mushroom
I
pie
need a
out.
cigarette.
Hearts are racing. And you heard that Almister may not be far behind. Like, oh my goodness.
You didn't say anything about that was Tasha we met. The Tasha. Seemed a little less excited about that, Mordenkainen.
Just a little bit.
Right. So they take you. They don't take you. Sorry. Archie takes you guys.
Yeah.
He's gonna take you guys into the city. A little display of what this city looks like and how it works. This is the Outlands. Sigil is here. This is what Sigil looks like.
Oh.
It is called the Cage. Here is a little display of how Sigil works. As you step outside, the buildings on the roof, it's not an illusion. They're actually there. If you want to walk to them, it's much like just walking to them, but you don't feel like you're on the roof. So, let's slice this donut and flatten it out.
Canis is taking it all in. It's like familiar, but it's like unfamiliar, but like familiar.
It's a very
at the same
strange place. But as you guys step out and see all this, it's kind of blowing your mind. And Archie's, welcome to the Cage.
I'll come in, but only one come out.
Nobody falls off these things.
Of course not. We're inside. We're well. No one leaves that the Lady of Pain doesn't want to. Or if
That's the name.
Lady
Have we got an explanation of who the Lady of Pain is yet?
The Lady of Pain. You don't know the Lady of Pain?
First time in Sigil. So no, I do not know who the Lady of Pain is, but
Well,
I heard she was very instrumental of banishing you-know-who.
she's the ruler of this city, and she is very mysterious, to be fair. She has reigned over it for as long as anyone knows. She reigns over it from the seat of power known as the Throne of Blades. Her power controls all portals in and out of this city. And let's just say, there are no guards here, because the very threat of her presence is more than enough to stop anybody from being a bit too wiry and upstart. Much like
Does her
much
power
like our friend
extend?
here.
Does her power extend outside of Sigil?
Her power is Sigil. She is Sigil.
Mhm.
As you guys kind of walk, you do see some symbolism of her. This is like some people come to like worship her. You'll see some like a temple or two, and that's her symbol.
What is this? You said that you know who was mazed.
Oh, you would have to speak with Lady Ilastriel and Lord Mordenkainen about that. They know far more. I'm merely just a gift.
I'm guessing it's something you don't want to happen.
What was that?
Sorry, I dropped my water bottle.
No, what do you mean? Like, don't want to happen? What do you mean?
Oh, you probably don't want to get mazed.
I don't know what it is, but if it's related to the Lady of Pain, I assure you, it is probably a terrible fate.
Oordem, I'm sure you'll be right at home there, though.
I'm not actually a Minotaur. I am not very good at mazes. I'm quite bad at them, actually. I have heard that if you stick to the right wall, you can get out of most of them.
Well, that's just an urban legend.
Left, isn't it?
I think it's as long as it's the same wall.
As you guys walk the streets, there's literal demons, devils, angel, any monster you could think of. You kind of like bumped into it or passed it. There's people that look normal traveling here. There's like
Humanoid adventurer of the era.
Humanoid adventurer of Earth.
Yeah.
You see weapons you've never seen before. You see all sorts of things as you guys are walking, and just everybody here just kind of seems to be on the same page. Like they're used to it. You see devils hanging out with angels and stuff. Like they kind of pass glances your way, but it's just like it's not even like a hey, like.
They know
They're
we're
up to something.
tourists.
Is this like a neutral ground?
You're stranger here than they are.
Yeah.
Is this like a neutral ground for all planar beings?
It is, in a sense, yes, it is. The people who come here are more than welcome, but leaving is another question. Some people find this place to be more of a prison, but people do leave, of course. People leave.
I suppose if they're all trapped here together, there's no point of them being enemies.
Precisely. And no one wants to incur the Lady of Pain's wrath. But this way, follow me. He kind of like speeds up.
Look around if there's any like magic shops or just the kind of shops that
There
you see.
is anything you can imagine here. As you guys are walking, you go past like a bottle and jug vendor. You come across like this place called Alesha's Pantry. You see a gatehouse. You see a night market. This place called the Grease Pit. There's tattoo parlors. There's all sorts of.
Shall get matching tattoos.
No.
There's a Blockbuster.
The last blockbuster.
Archie, what is the
There's 5 Starbucks on the same
That
street.
is my designation.
Archie is what is the sense of the currency in this city? Like, not huntorial.
Any currency that is currency is currency. Someone will find a use for it somewhere.
That's fair enough.
There is a large exchange in the High
Yeah, I was
Ward.
just about to ask. Well,
You don't need to worry about it, though. The people take care of it themselves. The
that's
Ladies'
good to hear.
Ward is where you'll find most of the important buildings like that.
Ladies' ward.
That is actually where we're headed.
Hmm.
We are headed to the Golden Barrier Inn. It's well protected. Last I remember, it was near the armory. It's an elegant tavern.
What
Most
was it called
of
again?
the clientele are from the upper plains, like you lot.
Upper Plains. Oh, that's. Guess we'll. Taking this all in.
It is a lot to take in, I assure you.
Mhm.
It's a good thing I have it all stored in my memory banks.
Does that ever get full?
Once in a while, and then I must take the crystal and empty it, and then when that happens, it is like a new life.
Is that concerning?
Not for me, no.
Hmm. Do you know how many times you've done that?
As many times as I can count, so one.
Right.
It hasn't happened yet. It's been like a million years.
Or it's just happened so many times, and this is the first time every time.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
That was the joke.
Yes.
Hmm.
As you guys are kind of like walking about,
When it does happen, I'll be terrified though.
you do see other like different automatons, but they all kind of seem to harbor the same kind of filigrees that Archie has.
Is
He pays them no mind.
are we all here, or do some people stay behind?
Imagine we all came together, wouldn't split up.
That
I would've
was
went with.
one of the only moments that actually made me upset in those movies.
Oh, what's
When
that?
C3 is like a dog, kinda.
Honestly, I like the jokes that came out of it, but I was super like I would have preferred it not to just reset in a Gilligan cut later in the movie.
I'm sorry, I missed what we're talking about.
Sorry, I posted a picture of C-3PO and talking about Babu Frick in the Discord.
Oh.
As he's one of my oldest friends because that's basically what happened to Archie. So
Yeah.
that's what he's talking about. But yeah, no, I totally get you.
Yeah. All right. So you guys finally, if I'm all right, you guys hear me right?
Yeah.
You guys arrive at the Golden Barrier Inn, and it looks very akin to like the building you see here. Is kind of just your normal like slated roof building with archways, and inside you can hear some commotion. It seems to have like markings of the Lady Illustria with like the silvery moon symbols and such. Like it's a house. It's very much a building that she's endorsed. And when you guys step inside, you could see some other men in purple cloaks, as well as the captain, kind of hanging out with them, and they're all drinking, and everybody's having a good time. The captain's at the end of the table. He's quiet, keeping to himself, drinking. They kind of like are trying. They're talking to him, and he's talking back, but he's not as like indulgent as the others are. Hone is with them, and she's enjoying herself. She's not drinking, but she's having fun, and this place seems to be like the first normal place that you've seen in this entire adventure so far. In the 3 days you guys been adventuring. And at the counter, you have a shorter man, very long hair, larger beard, as dwarven as he could be, but he greets you guys. All right, who'd she send this time?
Important ones.
Sorry, what? What do you mean? Who'd she send this time?
Well, we got word, and you're with the little robot.
We are.
Yeah, she said we could have a room and board here.
You're more than welcome. Especially if she's going to cop you.
Oh, I assume so, yes.
Right. What's everyone's names? I'm gonna get you all prepared. You'll each have your own room.
Oordem,
Canis.
resolute.
He kind of just starts taking everyone's names down.
Garret.
Vera.
Right. I'm Ledu. Been working with my lady almost 200 years.
A long time.
We kind of look as he's writing. He wasn't really looking up at everybody. He looks at everyone and he's kind of scanning your face. He looks at Vera for a moment. He stops and then he goes to writing. You said Vera,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I'll kind of lead over to Oordem and go, a lot of people giving Vera second looks during our travels.
I've been noticing that.
Well, here's everyone's keys. He puts his hand on the table and spreads them out. You're more than welcome to stay as long as you'd like, as long as you're getting endorsed. The second you're not getting endorsed, your arse is out on the street.
Okay.
But until then, have a lovely time.
Thank you so much. Did we each get our own individual rooms?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go!
Try not to bother the guard. They're pretty busy. They also don't like getting their drinks interrupted.
The knights in the purple sashes.
Yeah, the
Sashes.
The spell guard. Yep.
Yep. This is kind of out of character. Didn't Vera said she was part of the spell guard?
Mm-hmm.
She has the same purple
Nope.
uniform.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Dinner's at 5. You've already missed it, but we'll arrange something. It's getting late, so it'll be something nice and small. But breakfast is at 9. Lunch is at 1, and then go ahead and help yourselves whenever you want. It's kind of a buffet style.
It's one of my favorite words I've learned since arriving at Portal.
Canis starts sweating. Buffet.
You
I'm
said
not
it
one of
was
those-
all you can eat.
I'm not one of those pussies on Toral, though. I'll cut you off if you eat too much.
Yeah,
Especially
make-
you, fat ass.
I hear
Canis.
I hear buffet, but what I really hear is challenge.
Make sure to save some for the rest of us.
Lucky I don't eat much. Do you know the clearest general shop? The closest general shop.
You're looking for a general shop?
Yes.
The lady's word. Can't go too far.
I just want to buy a little gift for myself.
Go to the 12 Fractals. It's right down the street.
Okay. Thank you. And I'll also take the key.
Right. You'll enjoy your night.
Thank you.
If you need anything, remember my name is Ledu.
Ledu. I do have a question because I don't typically like the same food as the others. Do you have anything more akin for my taste?
Which is what, lad? I'm not a mind reader.
Dead things. Well, not like fucking, I don't know, refuse.
Carrion.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Should have guessed you're a fucking vulture. Sure, we'll find something for you. Just you're gonna have to eat it outside or up on the roof or something.
Now that you mention it, eating it on the roof sounds like quite the time. So I think I will indulge in that.
I've got a proper joint here. I can't have the food inspectors coming in and seeing you eating fucking carrion.
Couldn't you just eat like raw food?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's fair. I could do that.
Which you prefer? Are you gonna shit yourself if you have just raw food?
No.
So
Right.
offensive.
raw food it is then. You can eat it.
Whoa, but I thought you said I already could have carrion.
It's easier to buy things when they're already taken care of, not things that are just beaten to death.
I mean, you don't. All right, whatever.
I'm not gonna beat things to death. You're gonna get meat from the butcher.
Okay. Yeah, like throws the tent up. All right. Whatever. As long as it is good.
Beggars and choosers.
Don't you own a business? Isn't catering to the customer like one of the things about owning a business?
I run a very fine establishment for Lady Alastral's chosen. It's less an inn and more of a barracks for now. It's an inn when she's not contracting me.
I see.
Anyway, I have much to tend to. As you can see, I've got a table full of rowdy individuals. Anything else?
Some wine.
I'll have it sent up.
Thank you.
Any other weird fucking requests?
Well, now that you mention it,
Garret.
Fuck's sake.
he literally asked.
I did. What do you
No.
want?
Oh, actually you called my bluff. I didn't even think I'd get this far.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Get to your fucking room.
Thank you again so much.
He like curtsies. Then he does the two fingers up.
Well,
Shall we retreat?
I suppose so.
The rooms are 3 across and then 2 on the other side. Kind of near the end of the hall.
Okay, the eye people on one end, the hand people on the other.
Is that how we're sorting groups now? Eyes and arms?
Yeah.
Can I do a quick little purchase?
You say a quick purchase?
Yeah, quick little purchase. Just a painter set.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
You don't really have too much of a problem finding one. Maybe even
That's
find
what I
one on. You find one on like a most of the streets are lined with like stalls that have people trying to peddle their goods too.
Thank you. Just one of those.
When you guys long rest, go to level 6,
Woo!
and you'll
Means
actually
we
be
get-
level 6.
Yeah.
Yay!
And we get to pick our spells.
I
Long
mean,
rest.
if it's like gonna take a while, just do that shit after the session. But you're 6.
What's
for now.
quick
Yeah.
question? What sword was I given?
You were given silver. That's all you know for now.
Oh,
Can
what
I
type of sword is it?
spend- Good.
It is, I believe it's a long sword.
because I get a Kensei weapon, and I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea here.
Powered healing.
Yeah. So you guys rest. Does anybody want to do anything before the end of the night, or?
Could I spend an hour if you do these rules to identify my sword
The staff, you mean?
or staff? Sorry.
Likely same, in case it's weird. I just would like to imagine my level 5 to 6 is me training with the weapon to make it my Kensei weapon.
I thought you were a drunken master.
Lies.
All lies. It was a ruse.
It's a ruse from the beginning.
Darth Vader meme. I lied.
It changes somehow.
I lied.
Phil, I would like to do the thing we discussed, character-wise.
Don't worry.
Oh, you're saying if you want to do anything?
Don't worry.
Okay. If you're going to initiate it, so.
It's all in my head. Don't worry.
Okay.
It also is. You can't forget where you've been and where you are.
And where you're going. That's why you got 3 things in the DeLorean.
Where did you come
Yeah,
from? Where
really.
did you go?
This is.
Don't you dare, Jess.
You can tell it's like, okay, the staff itself is very intricate, Oordem.
Mhm.
It's got like these weird dials on it, and you could tell you could tap into the staff itself, but not. It feels like you can't fully tap into the staff. Like something's up. You're not sure if it's like maybe it doesn't belong to me or what, but
Do we get
this is
anything?
yeah. What you get is this is the staff right here. I'm gonna put it in references for you.
If there's more information to it, should I avoid adding it via D&D Beyond and just...
This is what you get of the staff so far.
Okay, I'll make a custom item for that. +1 bonus.
I
That's
can
easy.
actually, I think. Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. As for silver, if you get it identified by Garret or anybody, this is what silver can do. Hold on, let me find it.
Good. And I will, of course, attune to it overnight.
Hmm. Trying to find it. Sorry, hold on.
No worries, we're picking spells anyway.
Oh, yeah, should probably do that. Level 6. I
You picked up Fireball.
get my first aura.
Ooh, nice.
Aura of protection.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. The weapon is not silver. It's called steel.
I probably helped finding it.
Yeah.
This isn't silver at all. You lied to me.
This is galvanized steel.
It is a I'm hesitant to give you this, but it is your it's your buddy. It is a +2 longsword.
Oof.
And you can use an action to cast Revivify from the sword.
With or
You
without
must-
material components.
You must touch the target with the sword to cast this spell. Once this property of the weapon is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Revivify is the thing that stabilizes people, right?
No,
Within a
Bring us
minute.
back up.
Revivify revives.
Yeah.
Okay.
You touch
You're
a creature
thinking
that
of-
has died in the last minute,
Oh,
and it brings them back to one hit point.
+2?
one hit point?
Yes.
Damn.
I'm taking Zone of Truth.
I'm taking antagonize. Well, I had that planned, but I'm taking.
What, do you have Zone of Truth? That seems like an...
No, I don't.
Okay. So you guys are in for the night. Anyone want to do anything?
I'm gonna DM you something first that just has to do with level up stuff. But I will say, Vera is going to sit in. I'm assuming there's like empty tables, open tables. She'll sit kind of like. First of all, I should say, does she, besides what's his bucket, besides the captain, does she recognize anybody from?
Yeah,
So it's all the
the
normal.
occasional people that you've seen once. Not all of them, obviously.
Yeah.
The spell guard seems much bigger than you expected.
Mhm.
But the people here that you recognize is like one or two people, and then you obviously notice the captain and Honea.
Okay, she'll kind of just like sit at a table with her wine, just kind of like look over every now and then, a little like longingly, like the good old, like reminiscing. Basically.
Honea looks at you like, "Get over here!
I didn't want to impede.
Why wouldn't you sit with us? You're part of us."
She'll go over.
It's weird to see you here.
It's weird to be here.
I'm used to Silvery Moon.
I miss it so.
It's a strange place.
Very weird. Even Neverwinter was. I mean, it was fine, but it wasn't Silvery Moon,
Yeah, it does some weird things to people being here. It's called a cage, and people consider it a prison, but we're able to come and go. But Captain's been kind of grumpy.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
He always is, though.
This is weird for you. Like this, he's
Oh,
never been.
more
He's
so.
never been this grumpy. He's usually pretty charismatic.
Well, duress and stress, I imagine.
I think it has something to do with he lost his daughter.
What?
I didn't tell you this,
Okay.
but he lost his daughter.
Oh. To what?
I don't know. I heard it happened in Neverwinter.
Oh. Do you... Oh. I see.
Captain kind of looks over your direction, and Hone just takes a big gulp.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
He doesn't say much.
She does that awkward, smile and looks back at Honea like...
Yeah, it's been rough.
Yes, I imagine so. But it's so good to see you.
Did you know something? You kind of alluded to know. Do you know something?
I may have been there. If it's the same person.
What? There's no way.
What was... Not me forgetting the fucking character's name.
Oh, and you don't remember, huh?
Was it?
I think it was Nima Senior.
Was her name Alanis?
I don't know, maybe.
shit. Yeah. Oh, I was there.
Do not let him know that.
No. That is between you and I, my friend. Oh dear.
It's a small world.
Very small world. I had no idea. So
It's where he's from. He's from Toro.
So then her uncle was his brother.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
They're just very close.
Oh, like uncle, right.
I mean, he's been around for a while. He's a half elf.
Well. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, okay. Now I understand. Oh.
Yeah, I've been trying to cheer him up, but it's only so many dragon rides, and there's not much fighting to do here.
No, it seems to be quite orderly, I suppose, in its way.
It's nice, but it's also boring.
Dragon rides, though. Hey, it's kind of you.
I don't know. He rescued me. You know that.
Mm-hmm. I sure do. Still.
Yeah, it's not worth it right now. We'll figure something out. And she goes on to introduce all the people. Hey, Silvery Moon.
Yeah. Okay, now I need to write all that down. Jesus. Oh shit, do I still have Archie with me?
Yeah, he's nearby. He's not. He'd probably be in a room.
Okay. Before I go to bed, then there's something I would like to do with Archie.
Okay. Anyone else?
I don't know if anybody else wanted to do anything first.
If it's anyone's concern, Nima is downstairs currently painting. If anyone would like to engage.
What is Nima painting?
He is currently painting
Watercolor.
Well, I don't know. You should go ask him.
No, I'm asking you just in case somebody approaches you.
They would see him painting what looks like some sort of village or like not a village, but some sort of like temporary like encampment by a lake. And he is currently working on the details on this. Seems to be some sort of outlander monk character. He's trying to get the details right.
Okay. Garret, you said something?
Garret was gonna just chill in his room by himself and read his new tome, but
just remember
sounds...
I do the rules of if you have gold and you want to copy the spells, it still takes stuff to copy the spells, but you don't have to pay to learn the spell, or you don't have to pay to get the spell because you have the spell book. You just have to pay to learn it.
But Garret will probably watch. I almost said watch some painting.
Okay. Oordem and Canis, you guys do anything?
Canis is discovering that now that he's like somewhere else than the material plane, like he's not nearly as hungry as he was back in Neverwinter. So he has this big plate of food, but like he's just staring at it, sweating. Like, oh.
Oordem will probably, he's contemplating everything that's going on. He'll probably spend some time praying to his deity. But other than that, nothing major, other than the identifying and attuning to the staff.
Okay.
I look at Oordem and I go, I shouldn't pick the sword. It's being too nice.
Hey, go to your own room.
Oh, your room. Okay. I'm looking at the sword. Oh.
He's like looking through the windows at the top of the door. What are you gonna do?
What you doing?
Anyone else?
That's it for
I
me.
guess I'll have my little thing with Archie.
As night goes on, people start going to bed, and obviously, Vera, you're one of the last, so...
Well, it was wonderful seeing you again. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of each other. That was weird. Bye. Just go upstairs.
There's like only like 3 or 4 left, and obviously the captain's one of them.
She'll just kind of like,
He just raises a drink too.
yeah, she'll just give him a wave and whatever salute they did. Sleep well. And go back upstairs. Like, oh god.
Okay.
Archie.
He was in ball form, and he comes out. Yes, my lady.
How are you, my friend?
I am stupendous.
Wonderful. You probably won't be after this. I need you to do something for me.
Of course.
All right, and she'll sit down. I need you. I forgot to tell something to Lady Lustriel, and I feel awful about it. Is there any way that you could relay a message for me?
I can certainly try.
Wonderful. Whenever we went to find Natasha, as we were passing through a gate, you had deactivated. I went to pick you up. So I went through the gate, but as I went through the gate, something was a bit off. There was...
Elaboration is required.
I'm getting to it, Tin Can. My vision changed, and I could see... Oh god, I can't read my own writing now. There were creatures, I suppose, that were roaming around. They weren't organic, though. They were small, like you, almost. And it was quick as a flash, and everything was back to normal. And it didn't happen again when we passed through the second time.
You and your people happen to see a lot of visions.
Yes, it's unsettling, to say the least.
I would ask if you're on drugs, but I know your body is incapable of digesting them.
Yes, well, not sure what that means.
He cants his head. What is your message?
I would like you to repeat that, what I saw, to Lady Lustriel, and see if she can make anything of it.
Of course. He leans down and he starts poking some buttons, and you can hear the recording of what you just said.
That's... Do you record all of our conversations?
Of course.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind for the future.
It is something Lady Illustrial has requested of me.
Fair enough, I suppose.
It's in case you ever come in contact with some entity.
Precautionary measures. Very well. That's all.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you very
He
much.
rolls
Archie.
over to the door and he bumps into it.
Would you like me to get that for you?
I've got it. And he
Okay.
extends his legs up and turns the knob and goes back down.
That's so bizarre.
And then he rolls out. You can just hear him like down the stairs.
Okay. I'll get up and close the door behind him, and I'm just rubbing my temples and shaking my head as I
That's just
close the door.
crashes into a vase on the bottom.
Anything else?
I prepare myself for my slumber without taking any of my armor off.
Okie dokie.
Snugly into bed I go.
Oh, it's like an RPG when you go to an inn. Don't take off the sheets, just climb on the bed.
If you were clever back in the RPG Maker days, you could make them go under the blankets, but above the pillow.
Oh, yeah, layering, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else?
Return
Okay.
to my room.
Night comes and you guys are now finally level 6 and fully rested, except for one person.
I'm sorry, I meant to. Damn you. There it is. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
Here, do you need me to?
No, I mean you can do what we spoke about.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to do. But I have to pick one.
Oh,
Yeah, you see what I mean?
I mean it's the one that makes sense for you. Like if you can justify one,
Okay. Thanks.
and then you could adjust to like what we talked about if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Give me 1 second. The night goes by pretty uneventfully for everybody. But as you guys are all resting, Canis, you hear knocking at your window.
Window. Okay.
So you're sleeping, and then all of a sudden you just hear it.
I instinctively kind of grab my sword, which I keep next to my sleeping pack. I don't sleep on the whatever bed there is. I have a sleeping pack. And I will look out the window.
You don't see anything as you look out the window, but you just hear the tapping.
I will, grab my sword and slowly rise up. And I will glance out the window.
This is the wrong music.
That was exciting.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not that exciting.
That's not it either.
Well, that's a much different tone.
Yeah, that's the tone I'm kind of going for here.
As he hears the change in music, I loosen my grip and become more relaxed.
It actually works perfectly, because as you open the window, there's a shimmer as just this, almost like lightning pace, like something crawls into your room and kind of like scurries about the floor, and it's kind of like knocking over chairs and other things.
I'll try to see what's happening as I try to eyeball around the room with my sword drawn. And I go, "Who's there? What are you?"
As you see it finally kind of like a bullet just rushes under the bed, and you hear it slam against the wall in the back.
I will kneel down and tilt and lean over and look underneath the bed and I go, "Show yourself."
As you say that, you see two very almost like reptilian eyes look out to you in the through the shadows, almost like a cat's eyes in the in nighttime if you shine a flashlight into it. And then you just hear a voice. Canis.
Do I recognize it?
Where have you been?
Do I recognize this voice?
It takes you a minute, and then you realize who it is.
I go.
But you're on sigil.
I go. Sinrakis?
Where have you been?
Why are you so small?
It slithers closer to you and kind of comes out for a moment. You did not answer my question, and the lady sent me.
It wasn't by choice. I was rather whisked away against my will. Not once, but twice.
Well, you've eluded me twice now. We have much to do to garner her favor.
I go. Sinrakis, you know why we went to Toro in the first place. It's to a less eventful life.
I don't know that.
You hear the people in the next room.
I go. Are you sure this is wise?
I have been brought to you, and I have a new task for us. You wish to garner the lady's favor? Yes.
I admit part of me does.
And I wish to return to my full glory. It is your fault I'm like this.
Is this new to me that
You are confused.
yeah, saying
I am doing my twist on this, and
yeah. Saying what happened since I was gone? What happened to your old form?
I was given a gift. It's an accommodating gift. But it also is a curse.
Well, I've had
Thanks to you.
Me? Well, I've had my fair share of curses too, and I lift up my hand. I go, do you think this is pleasant? It itches. It itches I can't get rid
Quiet, coward!
My eyes kind of like narrow. And I go,
She sent me, and I'm the one that you answer to now. Understood?
because that's not how this works.
It is how it works now.
We've been partners for over 100 years.
Yes, and if you wish to communicate with her, you will listen to me.
I will ponder for a second and go, only if you don't command me around anymore. We're in this together, you and me.
Cinder ponders a moment.
It seems like without me, then you can't regain your form anyway. Don't want to get on my bad side.
The only reason I'm here is because I can offer her the two for the price of one.
Oh, Bogo, yes.
Now
Yeah.
listen. If you wish to retain her favor, these items, we need them.
I whisper, you mean the shards?
No. She doesn't give a shit about them.
Well, neither do I, to be frank, but everyone seems to be so excited about them.
There's many spoils to be won on your path. She's been keeping an eye on you, and she's seen that you've already come across much. We're to reap it all.
This
Return
will
it to her and her favor.
This will regain her favor.
It's one of many ways, but it is the easiest way.
Ever since arriving on Toro, I felt so weak, so drained.
If we do this, and if we return to Toro and take these things to her, maybe she'll help you. I've already been guaranteed a spot, but I guess we could help you.
Many spoils, you say?
There's like a creek, and Cinder kind of like just jolts up and looks around real quick.
Yeah, like I'll kind of do the same.
It's just like the building moving though, kind of like at nighttime you just hear some things.
This is the house settling. We're probably upside down or something ridiculous right now.
That's neither here nor there. He skitters over to the door real fast, like, and he wants you to open it. Open this.
He goes, well, very well.
And then as you open
Didn't we agree no more orders?
He climbs up onto your shoulder and he's in your head now. He's like, follow me.
Lead the way.
And he's kind of like pointing his head like where he wants you to go.
Okay.
And it leads you to the door of Nima.
He goes,
I smell the treasure. I smell the items.
was given to him by his higher in command.
And over there, you guys are talking to each other in each other's head at this moment. And he kind of like jerks his head in the direction of Oordem's door. I need this as well.
Yes, the witch offered us a gift. Since I had already obtained a sword, I thought it would be better.
You should have took the sword. I've been in your head this whole time.
Well, we were
could not have talked to you.
I thought we would be stronger with more weapons between us. I didn't know...
They're cowards. They don't need the items. We do.
It was a very handsome sword. Not silver, as I first thought.
Just imagine we could have had a vorpal sword.
Upon hearing this, even he's heard of a vorpal sword before.
A vorpal blade was the only thing. If we could have gotten that, then she would have just took us immediately.
These people did not want to go to the vaults to take it themselves. They are very averse to violence.
You have to be far more convincing. She'll not take your shit any longer. Neither will I. I'm getting tired of waiting.
Sinrakis, I thought when we went to Toro we agreed to change, but it appears that I'm the only one that's been putting in any effort.
I've seen the light. I've seen the hues. I've seen the multicolor spectrums of power. That's
One
what we
so
want.
young doesn't deserve a sword as powerful as that.
It's not for us, it's for her.
They may be suspicious if it goes missing.
Well, when we find this witch, you be sure to try and get it from her.
She's more powerful than you can realize, but perhaps outside her realm, we have an opportunity.
Maybe we garner her trust and work towards it.
I think I've been gaining the trust of my comrades. Easy enough.
Good. When the time comes, we could steal all that we need and we can be off. And we can head back to what we wanted.
I'll consider it.
Don't be a coward.
Goodbye, Sinrakis.
And he just poofs.
He's just standing in the middle of the hall. Well then, Take a moment, shake his head. Ugh. Return to his room. But he'll take a glance over at Nima's door one last time. But he'll return to his room.
Okay. And I think that's a good spot to end.
Ah.
What
Low
the
drop.
fuck was
You don't know
that?
any of it. Yeah.
I really wanted you to try. I was gonna really throw hands on that one.
Could have had a vorpal sword.
Kind of. I had a feeling that's what it was.
Shame.
It's
What
in the
the-
Alice in Wonderland story, so
No one of our players got it, but never got a chance to use it.
I was
I didn't roll
hesitant
my
to
dice.
give out items, but then I was like, they're accelerating at a rate to catch up to the campaign. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the time you start the campaign, you'll be appropriately geared.
Hmm.
Or start the book, rather. You're all in uncharted territory again. You're welcome.
I like it. Well, thanks, Phil.
Yeah, thanks. That was good.
GG.
Good shit.
So I have a new aura, essentially. When myself or any ally within 5 feet rolls dice at a determined number of HP a spell restores, then I can spend a sorcery point to reroll any number of those dice once. So you get shit rolls and you're right next to me. Let me know.
I got. Yeah, I mentioned the aura gets advantage on saving throws. Remember, Bun played a paladin. These auras are extremely useful.
They are very useful.
They are great.
Mhm.
Usually, the auras are the thresholds you want to get to before multiclassing.
Yeah.
All right, level 6, and then we ended in the barrier.
Ah.
I got one at level 10 too.
These sessions are my favorite sessions where I could be like, "No book, go away."